romanticizing my life. I was feeling overwhelmed, you know. I feel like I had very huge responsibilities. I felt so bad, like you think you get better, but actually you don't heal from depression within 1 month or 2 months. Okay. Hello lovely squad, welcome back to my channel. My name is Najma Ali. If you're new here, hi, welcome. I do travel and lifestyle videos, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. At the real OG, I do appreciate you so much, and the reason why I'm doing this. So if you're new here, kindly don't miss to subscribe. Okay, press on that subscribe button. It's absolutely free, and make sure you turn on the notification bell so that you can get notified every time we post a new video. So this video is actually long overdue. Yeah, I was to do this video like, I don't know, a month ago. Yeah, a month ago. And I remember one day I was just at the gym working out, and I don't know what came over me. I just drafted this note about how I overcame depression. Yes, here it is. Actually, wow, you guys, it's exactly a month ago, because a month later I'm shooting I think it's just a coincidence, because I never planned to do this tonight. Like, I'm almost, you know, going to bed, and I'm just out here thinking loud to myself that I think this video is long overdue, and I think you should just do it. I'm shooting this on 1st December. If you're wondering when I'm doing it, it's 1st of December, and you guys cannot believe that I wrote these notes on 1st of November. Yeah, you can see. I don't know, I don't want you guys to see my anyway, yeah, okay, just see this here, how I overcame depression. So it's on 1st of November, and I was just I think not the treadmill, I don't know how to call the other one. I was walking, I think it was just cardio. I was just warming up to do my workouts, and I was like, you know, I think I have to do this now. I have to write it down, because every time I walked into my Instagram page and found a DM of someone asking me, hey Najma, I believe that you're well right now, and there's this time that you had this phase of your life, you were actually fighting depression and all that. How did you do it? Because I think I'm actually in that stage of my life. It really breaks my heart so much. And I remember I just copy pasted this and I sent it to that person's Instagram, like DM, sorry. And they really broke out, and it really like broke my heart, you know. Yeah, so let me just get straight to the point. I'll just like start telling you, I'll just start by telling you what pushed me into depression and what made me to be, you know, I don't know, give me a moment. Okay, I'll start by telling you what led me into depression, when and how. So yes, let me just get into it. So guys, let me just be clear. I think this started late July this year, 2022. I don't know when you'll be seeing this video, but yeah, it was on late July 2022 when I didn't realize I was falling into depression until like I was really deep in it, and I knew, oh, so that is when it started. So when it starts, actually you don't know that this is it, this is happening. Knowing myself personally, I'm a very knowing myself personally, I'm a very bubbly person. You see, I'm a very bubbly person, very happy, very talkative, active, and it's so rare for me to sit down and, you know, let, you know, feelings eats me up and all that. So I remember this day I was just sitting with my sister at my sister's place, the one that's getting married, of course. Yeah, I was just sitting with my sister, and it was on this evening. I don't want to be so emotional about it. And I started breaking out. I just burst into tears, and I remember we were actually just joking about stuff, our own bullshit. Me and my sister can be like very big clowns when I'm with her. Like, she's like literally my best friend, and we joke around so many things. So we were just like laughing and laughing things out, stories up to in the middle of the stories I started bursting out into tears, and I was like, yo, I'm so tired of my life. I don't feel like so many things are happening in my life, like I am missing something. There's this action that is missing and all that. But let me just be honest with you guys. I remember earlier, before we sat down and talked, like earlier that day, because I was, I think, out with a few friends of mine. Let me just pause for the adhan, then I'll be back. A few friends of mine. Also, I was just going through my social media and seeing people my age, but then I'm 25 years old. If you're wondering how old is this lady speaking, I'm 25 years and I'm going to turn 26 earlier next year. Why am I nervous? I don't know why I'm so nervous, yo. I don't know. I thought I was so ready to do this, because like out of the blue I just decided I'm doing it, and it was just so unplanned. I wanted to glam up for this video, but to hell, I just like, let me just do it in my pajama, because I'm almost doing my skincare routine. Child. I'm just trying to psych myself up not to be so emotional about this, yo. I hope this doesn't get so weird. So I just remember sitting down and thinking to myself, girls my age at 25, they're being taken care of by their families, by their their boyfriends, the mans, like they're being flown out, they're being bought expensive phones, the iPhone 12, iPhone 13. People are getting engaged, others are getting their first cars. Like, their life is just like like it's falling into place. And by the way, like, let me just tell you, the worst enemy that you can do to yourself is comparison. Child, comparison can really like like mess you up, like totally. So apparently I wasn't feeling like any of those is happening to me. Like that's the worst thing that I did to myself. Like, I decided to forget about my blessings. Okay, like, okay, the ladies at my age were being taken care of, but nobody was, I feel like nobody was taking care of me. Instead, like, I felt like I had very, very huge responsibilities. Like, that's according to me, that's how I felt. I had very huge responsibilities, and I was the one in charge to take care of people around me. I remember at that time, like, so many people in my life, like my close, like people, like close people, like people that I really loved the most, were going through the shittiest problems in their lives, and I had to like come through and all that. I'm not going to get so much into into it, like very, very deep in it, because I don't want to keep my like, it's so personal. Anyway, so I was just there talking to my sister that night. I remember it was one evening, like we were just listening to music, and I said, like, bursting out into tears, saying, oh, jamani, maisha yangu ni mabovu, nini na nini. I'll just like put a translation for those who don't understand Kiswahili. I was just saying that my life, like, is shit. I'm not happy, and like, I feel like I deserve better. Actually, yes, let me just quote the exact words that I was saying. I was telling my sister I deserve better, and by that I was meaning, like, in terms of my relationship at that time, like, I was dating this person that I lowered my standards for. Yeah, I'll get to that story, but for now, like, that is what I was telling my sister. I was like, I feel like I deserve a better man. I deserve better. I deserve to be pampered. I deserve to be taken care of. I deserve to be flown out for a vacation. I deserve to be babied. I deserve to be spoiled. I deserve to be bought stuff by my man, you understand? That's exactly what I was saying. So I wasn't feeling any of that. In fact, I was the one providing and making sure there's that Yeah. So at that time I was in a long distance relationship, by the way. So yeah, that is how I started my depression. Like there was so many things. I didn't feel like I have this fulfillment in my life. I feel like there are certain things that I wanted to happen to me that were not happening. I feel like there was lack of, romance in my life. Like I wasn't romanticizing my life. I was feeling overwhelmed. I feel like I had very huge responsibilities. Like at my age, I didn't want to have such kind of responsibilities that I was having then. I felt like if only I could get a little bit of support, like from anyone, either it's friendship, relationship, family, like at that moment, let me not lie, I mean financially. At that moment, financially, I feel like if I only could get a pat on my shoulder and a push financially, I would be in such a better place. Like in short, I was just like a mess, and I was just like bursting out into tears. I was crying. I was all over the place, and my sister was just like trying to remind me, oh Najma, you're so blessed, you're so talented, look at yourself at your age, you've achieved so many things, you have a successful business, you're a successful content creator, and like people around you love you so much and all that. I was like, yeah, but deep down I wasn't feeling it at all. Like I wasn't feeling it at all. Let me not lie to you. So that was late July. Yeah, so August came by, and like I was still having that kind of emotions, like a circle of emotions, like just swinging through. Like today I'm happy, tomorrow I'm not, today I'm crying, tomorrow I'm like just so many things. And to add on to my problems, like I was facing, I don't know. I don't know. Let me just. Okay, I was actually fighting my weight. Like my weight accumulated over time, and I did not notice that it will actually become a very big problem. If you know me, like thoroughly, and if you know me for a long time, that I've been trying to lose my weight for such a long time. Like I've always been on a diet, like almost all my life. I don't remember when I lost track of, I just stopped doing those kind of stuff, like dieting and all that, and I just like I was eating anyhowly and all that. And I remember I was feeling so fat. Like my face ilikuwa imejaa tu, like I felt like there's so much skin. I felt like I was putting on a mask. Actually, I felt like I was on a mask. I felt like that wasn't my body, and I remember crying and complaining about it. And I didn't even have the strength to hold my take my camera on my phone and say like, hi guys. No, I felt like my face was just all over the screen. I remember texting my coach, my nutritionist, the one that is giving me the meal plan right now. I'm actually on a diet plan and I'm working out. Yeah, I remember the first time I was talking to her, I was just like telling her I feel like I'm depressed and it's because of my weight, but it was so many things. Actually, my weight was also the problem. Like I was having so many issues. Like I was lacking confidence. I thought I was the ugliest human being on earth. Yes, that is how I was feeling back then. So how did it go in the month of August? How did it go? That month was actually very tricky. When you actually facing depression, you don't know it, guys. You actually don't realize you're depressed. I remember I took a social media break. I wasn't creating any content. I wasn't working with any brands, and I wasn't on social media like basically I was just being on myself. I didn't know what to do. I was actually feeling unhappy. I was losing my focus. I was actually thinking whatever I'm doing is not worth it. Like, I was just so pissed, and yeah. We're back. I thought I won't be emotional in this video. Like, I just remembered what I went through. So August was just like on and off, guys. Like, I was just going through so many series of emotions. I also remember doing a video. I remember doing a video saying that I was, fighting depression. Was that August or was it early September? I can't track, but I remember doing a video. And I started realizing there's something wrong with me, because I know I'm such a strong person, and nothing can break me. Like, literally, I'm always so bubbly, and I always try not to like show to even my family that there's something wrong with me. So there's this time, like, I just burst into tears in August, and I posted about it, like fighting depression and all that. Nobody at home asked me about it, by the way. Like, that is the problem with our culture in Mombasa, by the way. In Mombasa, Kenya, we need to change that. We need to know our children very well, and we need to know each other very well, and we need to acknowledge each other. And I think it was quite unfair for what happened to me until I haven't made peace with the fact that I was, facing depression through my family's nose. Like, I was just there and nobody noticed. Like, I haven't made peace with that. I'm trying to honestly. I'm not blaming anyone at all, but I kind of feel like I'm not getting the attention that I need, like, as a child. I was on my way to Nairobi. I was at the SGR, breaking down, bursting into tears. I felt so bad. And I went to Nairobi. I was talking to my sister. We were on a call with my brother. He was on speaker. We were just talking. So I was talking to my brother and my sister at the same time, telling them I think I'm depressed. And they were like, wow, unajua mtu mwenye ako depressed anakaa vipi? How can you say ati mtu mwenye ako depressed aseme yuko depressed? Mbona wasema uko depressed? Wow, hauko depressed? I just feel like you're complaining too much. In fact, you're so blessed. In my sister's word, she thought I wasn't depressed. She thought I was just being gullible and extra, and Najma will just be Najma. That is how they felt. But I was actually depressed, and it was like bad. So August, that is when I knew I have started showing signs of depression. So let's go to September. That's where I knew things were serious. I lost so much money. Through helping out people that I thought like I loved the most in my life. I'm even sweating. Like, I lost literally so much money. Like, when I sat down and thought about all the problems that I had, and all the things that I've been going through, like, this year has just been a lot to me. The main cause of me being depressed was when I sat down and was like, yo, Najma, do you know that this year you've lost so much money? Honestly, I lost almost 500,000 Kenyan shillings. 500,000 Kenyan shillings. How October came, it was over. Like October was actually bad. Like my situation had hit a rooftop, and that is when I joined the gym and everything. November, that is when I decided, okay, Najma, this is it. You've cried for so long. There was July, there was August, there was September, there was October. That is enough. That is enough months to, you know, like live in the darkest phase of your life. Like that is enough, Najma. You need some light in your life. You need to get to yourself again. You need to get back the Najma that I know. You need to be a better person. You need to stop all this. You need to be brand new. That is when like I had it up to here. So I remember, so as I told you, like I wrote this note on 1st of November. I had started to feel better late October actually. Actually, the worst part that happened to me was September. September was very. How much can I stress about September? I don't know how much. So here is the key to how I surpassed all this, like how I walked out of, you know, that darkest phase, the ugliest phase, the shittiest, the worst phase of my life, but yet very transitioning, very informative, very learning, very experimental. Like I feel like actually it was a blessing in disguise, honestly. Like I feel like that I really needed that phase of my life. Like I needed it to be where I am right now. So how I overcame depression: number one, prayers. Guys, immediately I started praying, like end of October. I think I started praying up end of October. Immediately I started, you know, being in touch with my swala. Let me not lie to you, the peace that I achieved was unmatched. Like honestly, I felt so peaceful. I felt like I was under God's guidance. I felt like, you know, like I was, you know, like lifting off some weight off my shoulder. Prayers really helped me out a lot. Like I don't care which religion you are. If you're watching me, even if you don't have a religion, I don't know how you're going to do it. Honestly, I don't. But prayers, number one is prayers. Let me tell you, God does listen. God does listen, like 100%. Get it from me. I used to pray, like my prayers used to be very scattered, and subhanallah. However much God used to bless me, still I used to pray Ramadan after Ramadan. Trust me, you. And like it was just so bad, honestly. Like prayers really helped me out. Like the toughest lesson that I had to learn as an adult is that in whatever you do, put God first. Put God first in everything that you do, and see success follow you. So the second thing that I did was isolating. In the month of October, I really did so much of isolating. I was just by myself in my room. I wasn't talking to anyone. I was just being literally myself. Like I was just being around myself, hanging out with myself, and just chilling with myself. How much you feel like you're okay by yourself, but I feel like you should get someone you talk to. Get a professional who is going to listen to you. And I was just like devoting some time to just go and speak to this person. He's a professional, he's a doctor. There's something in my excuse me. So I just went there, and by that I wasn't telling anyone that I was going through therapy at that moment. I was imagine just going for a session to just talk to someone for hours, and that person was just there like listening for like literally 2 hours. I would just like speak, like talking. By the way, talking like is such a relief. Like every time I was talking, I feel like I was feeling so much better. Like when I was at my session, my therapy session, I felt like I don't know, I felt so much better talking to someone. and maybe that person is not going to like help you and advise you, but just by listening to you, just by letting you talk for hours and hours, is going to be such a very good relief. And you do need that. I feel like everyone facing it, or if you know of someone facing depression, I feel like now you know what to do to help that person. Advise them to go for therapy, advise them to look for someone professional who's going to listen to them, someone like, by the way, we need strangers, someone who doesn't know us at all, to feel safe to, you know, like let it all out. Number 4, self-reliance. Learning who you got, like learning you're the only one who got your back. Yes, so by the way, that really helped me. Like I was like, every time I felt like I wanna stay down again, like I want to cry and all that, I just reminded myself that, Najma, there is no one out there who is going to come to you and remind you that you're the baddest bitch alive, you're the baddest person alive, and you have a whole business to take care of. Nobody's going to remind you that you need to get back to your feet and you need to put yourself on track together. You need to get your business back together. Nobody will remind you that. So I really practiced self-reliance at that time. I felt like you're the only one who understands you. You are the perfectionist of Najma Ali. There's nobody out there who's going to know Najma as the way you know Najma. So get up on your feet, girl. The next one is surrounding myself with my loved ones. For me, it was my young brother. I was avoiding everyone, like literally. I didn't want to see anyone, like anyone who doesn't mean anything to me, or anyway, I just wanted people who like really meant so much to me at the moment, and that moment was my youngest brother. So yeah. Social media break. Actually, I did take a social media break. I wasn't creating content and all that. I was just like just staying low-key, because I realized every time I went to though I was posting on my stories but not on my feed, but every time I was posting on my stories, it was just something toxic that led people to know there's really something tragic that is happening into Najma's life, which I'm actually advising you guys, like, stay away from social media, like kabisa, at all. Don't even think of, in fact, delete any social media app until you are fully healed. And only trusting myself and my judgments, nothing else matters. Honestly, after that, after what happened to me, after I, you know, started like getting myself back together, I was like, Najma, I'm never going to allow someone else opinions get into my head. So right now, there's nothing much I trust than my judgments. Like, for instance, someone tells me I feel red is better than blue, and if I know blue is better than red, I won't even listen to the fact that red is better than blue. I will stick to blue, and blue it will be. Like, away from anything and anyone who disrupts my peace, even if it means family. Like, that's on period. Like, I will never compromise or let anything disrupt my peace anymore. Like, when I look back to where I came from and where I am right now, like, that is the last thing that I'm going to allow to happen to me. Like, yo, if you feel like anyone is threatening your peace of mind, drop that person like a hotspot. Block, please, I beg, please block away from your life, even if it means family. Just do that for the sake of your mental health. Like, yeah, just do that, and you'll thank me for that. And don't do it only at this phase when you're trying to fight depression or to come out of depression. Just try to do it every day, even at your daily life, and you just out there on public and somebody is trying to bother you, and you feel like no, this is disrupting me, this is irritating me. Stay away. Like, that moment, just stand up and walk away, and don't be apologetic about it. Okay, number 9, being selfish with my time, energy and love. Honestly, I'm scared about I'm scared to waste my time onto people that don't deserve my time, my energy and love at this moment. And at the same time, I feel like this Najma who is talking right now is I don't know, I feel brand new. Honestly, as I told you, I feel like this thing is a blessing to discuss. And I feel like at this time, if you see me talking to someone, excuse me, I feel like I ran out of I feel so thirsty. So at this time, like, if you're seeing me talking to someone or posting someone or me being around someone, like, that person must have earned their trust with me, like, so much. Like, right now I'm so unbothered, and I'm very selective, by the way, and I'm very picky. Maybe I used to be selective and picky, but now I'm like very picky. And for me to even call someone my friend right now, honey, like, it will take me like a lot. Like, it requires a lot for me to call someone a friend. I'd rather just say, like, you're an acquaintance but not a friend. Like, right now, calling a friend and maybe getting into another relationship, I'm not sure. Yani mpaka ifike ile time ati I'm getting into a relationship, then that person must have really tried a lot, like, to earn my trust, my energy, my time and my love. Like, it will require that person to do a lot. Because honestly, I feel like this time I want to protect my peace under all means. Like, out, but then working out has really helped me during this time, like, a lot. Like, it doesn't only help me with, you know, like, being fit and losing weight and looking good, but also my mindset and how I view things around me, how I think, how I carry myself, how I work, how manifesting. Guys, I don't know if you believe in manifestations, but for me, I do. Like, literally, I used to sit down and write and manifest things in my life, and I spoke some things happening to me right now in my life through manifestations. Honestly, manifesting does work. Like, I manifested the brand that I'm working with right now. Honestly, just try. Just sit down and just Google how to manifest and master the art of manifestation and do that. Like, right now, I'm actually manifesting to get my first car next year. Inshallah. Really hoping for that to happen. So focus on my goals. Like, just keep your mind occupied and keep your mind focused and all that. You won't have enough time to feel down and cry and feel shitty. You'll just have the energy to, you know, carry on. So yeah, that is ways that I did to overcome depression. That's how I overcame depression. So all the best, and you can get through this. Sending love and lights, yours truly, and your love squad. So I just hope you guys, if you're going through depression and you're watching this, I'm wishing you all the best, and you can get through this. And if you're watching this and you know someone facing, you know, this kind of phase in her life, or this kind of a stage, like that person is going through this stage and you know that person, kindly just share this video with that person, or just share the knowledge that you learned in this video. And I'm sending love and light to anyone and everyone out there fighting depression. It's gonna be okay. Cry it out. You are stronger than what you think you are. You're going to get through this. You're going to be better than the person you were before, the person that you are right now. And listen to me, this is a blessing in disguise. this is not a disease. This is not something that you're supposed to be embarrassed and ashamed for. This is something that is going to teach you a very meaningful lesson. It's going to be a very big experience for you. It's going to open up so many blessings for you. It's going to be what should I say, a moment in your life that you want to look back at and say, wow, I did it, and I needed it, I did it, I needed it, and I'm proud that this happened. Because honestly, the lessons that I learned through this stage of my life is unmatched. And I honestly feel like I will never be the same person after I've walked out of all of this. I'm still going through it. It's not perfect. I sometimes sit down and reminisce on all the memories. I cry, but happy tears, honestly. And I wish the very best to you, to your family, to your loved ones. And kindly just seek help and just remember, you are going to be fine. You are braver than what you think you are. You are very strong, and you are very special, and you are loved, and you are the most loving person alive. And if you feel like you want someone to talk to, kindly do find someone to talk to. Go for a therapy. And also you can find me on social media at _Najma That's my Instagram, _Najma I'm just a DM away. I'm ready to help you. I'm ready to listen to you. Feel free to contact me. Feel free to send me a message. Feel free to tell me how you feel after this video on the comment section. And yeah, let us interact on the comment section. Let us talk, and let me know how you feel about this video. So yeah, all the best once again, and have a good night. I don't know what time you're watching this. Have a good morning, have a good night, have a good afternoon, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.